Hey, good morning, people of Biafra. Hey guys, I just wonder what is going on with our people, Nigeria. We have a problem in this country that really needs to be sorted out in a diplomatic way. I think what we are seeing in Nigeria now is problem created by the politicians. It's not actually the division of the nation, but problem created by past leaders and current leaders. A lot of unemployment going on in the country. So youth, instead of them to find a job so that they can progress their life, they end up jobless. In this way, idleness create a lot of problem. So this youth, when they gather up together through their imagination, they think the only way to better this nation is to separate. So that's why we are seeing steady disturbance by Biafra. So the Biafra seeking for the Republic of Biafra. I think the government and all in authority must look for diplomatic solution to help the youth engage in the economy of the country. We have to see a way to integrate the youth. You have to, create a pathway that the youth will understand their responsibility in the nation, so that they can be part and parcel of the government's progression. When you walk around the street, mostly when you travel to the eastern side of Nigeria, where actually is the stronghold of Nigeria, you find youths, seeking for, freedom, for the liberation of Biafra. They say, I'm not part of Nigeria again, because they have nothing to count for. They got no job. Even those that have job, they don't have steady job. And they believe that the northerners are stealing the oil that belongs to the easterners to better their own life, which shouldn't be so. I think even when Nigeria will share different tribes, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, whatever tribe, EJ, whatever tribe you are in, we are one Nigerian. We have to work in a way to integrate this nation. But the current government idea does not help the situation. So in this way, the only way people see way forward is to separate the country. That's why you see everywhere around the world, people clamoring for Biafra, for the Republic of Biafra, I think we have a problem here, because if ordinary man cannot see, and the most important people like the president, those in Senate, House members, and those legislators and everybody involved in the government couldn't see this problem that a common man can see, knew that the Nigerian system of government is dysfunctional and has a problem that needs to be changed or reshuffled. If the current government could not put this youth in order, and they keep going this way, I guess there would be a dialogue for people to vote if they really want to go out of Nigeria or stay in Nigeria. This, before it will be out of Nigerian power. So I try to see if the government can try now to see how he engages you, not by force, not by the military killing or shooting. No, you have to try, create a job, engage the youth, try to understand them and make this nation work. Nigeria today is not the Nigeria you find in 1985, 1990s. People in a foreign country, we see people clamoring for better life. Nigeria got the mineral resources to do this. They got the education superpower. Unfortunately, those that went to foreign education, those days like Nnamdi Azikiwe, Atafemi Bafemi Balawa, Wale Soyinka, all this Nnamdi Azikiwe, all these people, I call them a betrayer, because what they see those days, they could have used it as an input to the country to help the next generation grow. They didn't do that. So in this way, I call it intellectual blindness, because If it's not, they could have used those mentalities they get before we were born to help Nigeria be among the top nations in the world. We don't find this Biafra or not Biafra today. Why Ojukwu, during his time, clamor for the Republic of Biafra is because of the same thing happening today, the marginalization of the Igbos, or the other middle, bed and things like that. We see the steady growth of Boko Haram in Maiduguri, in Borno State, Kano, all the northern side. We see Boko Haram consistently killing. This is something that the whole Nigeria have to join hand to see that we push these people away. Mind you, I'm not against religion. If you're Muslim, Christian, pagan, whatever religion you are in, please use it for the advancement of the nation. Don't use it to kill one another. Don't use it to oppress the poor. Use it to better the nation for us. That's what we need. That's what we want to see. If you're a Christian, pray to your God to help people, make them better, make them live happily, make them love one another, make them understand each other, make them integrate. If you're Muslim, pray the same thing. If you're pagan, the same thing. If you're non-church goer, the same thing. Let's live for happiness. I love that we should enjoy a better life in Nigeria. I can't handle it when I see youth, disrupting people's daily business. Even though we have foreigners, we have Nigerians, we have people that wants to make life, they want to better their life. But youth, running around the street, carrying flag, riding cars, shouting Republic of Biafra, 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 Biafra. This is not a joke, it's something serious that the government have to stand up and see how this can work out. The problem is no job. Not only education, we have a lot of educated Nigerians, but they didn't have job back home. And we also have to create a pathway for the illiterate so that they can actually go to school and understand what is their responsibility. It's kind of disturbing to hear that Nigerian government, what we normally see from them when they travel, a foreign country, use, the terminology that is good for your people. If you can speak English, use English. If you can speak broken, use broken. If you can speak Hausa, use Hausa. If you can speak Igbo, Yoruba, Ije, whatever, Idoma, whatever language you can speak, use that language, and others, get your interpreter to communicate for your people. To your people, Nigerian. That's what we want to hear, not to the Western people. They don't care about you. What we care is your people. If you better your people, you have the respect. So the government should start working with the people, not working with foreigners, working with Nigerians themselves. You don't need to work with me. I'm in foreign country. You only need to work with your citizens and make them better. I want you to be, responsible. I want you to be a better citizen. I don't want to see, youth ending up in the street fighting. Maybe one way or the other, police raise a tear gas. Some of them have asthma. Some of them have heart problems. They can't, inhale those things and stand. And then we lost a life. We probably lost the best doctor. We probably lost the best engineer. These people have to stay. Government, I'm calling on Buhari to make sure that you work with these people. Remember, force is not the case. Police dialogue is to make it worse. That's the problem we find in Boko Haram. When we kill the Boko Haram leader, that's when Boko Haram become worse. So not, imprison one called Kanu or Kanu Namani, whatever he called himself, the leader of Biafra Radio. To imprison the guy is not the case. I don't want you to imprison that guy, because when you imprison the guy, you create unrest for his supporters. You have to be very sensitive in situations like this and make things work. I hope the government will learn to work with the people and better the nation of Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. God bless everyone. Your beloved here, Lord Obi. Thank you.